What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm on Talks and Gaming today, people. Today I'm going to be bringing you a deck that somebody sent in to me, and yeah, I think this deck is actually really neat, really cool. It is the Armed Dragon Ojama deck that I have went over before, but you know, the format has developed. We actually have an idea of what this deck is playing, how this deck should be played, so there's a big difference to it now. So yeah, the Armed Dragon Ojama deck is actually playing the skill Land of the Ojamas, which is just a skill that gives you the field spell at the beginning of the duel. So you technically start with an extra card, which is very good. And it kind of just works with the quick play spell, which is just insane for this deck, because this quick play spell is not once per turn. And yeah, it's a quick play spell, so you can use it during the battle phase, which allows you to normal summon like an extra additional normal summon during the battle phase, which is crazy. But yeah, without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into this deck profile. We're playing 3 Ojama Blue. Now this card just says when it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, add 2 Ojama cards from your deck to your hand. This is an Ojama card, this is kind of what your deck is based around, so you're adding this to hand. Ojama Red is another card you have, just to summon your blues from hand if you have them. It's a really nice card to have. And then you play the 1x Armed Dragon level 3, which you only need 1 with this deck. And then you play 3 Armed Dragon level 5, which is your boss monster of the deck. And then you also play 2 Sphere Creepo. By the way, if you don't know what Armed Dragon level 5 does, where have you been? Like, you're living under a rock. This card just says you send a monster from your hand to the graveyard, target a monster your opponent controls with an attack less than or equal to the sent monster's attack, and destroy that target. Then during the end phase, if this card destroys a monster by battle this turn, you can send it to the graveyard, special summon Armed Dragon level 7. But we're not doing that with this deck, right? We're just using this effect to, you know, summon 2400 beaters, form the field with 2400 beaters every turn, have the ability to discard 2400 beaters to pop monsters out of 2400 less attack points, and yeah, it's just very strong. Like I said, we have the Sphere Creepos for protection. And I've already brought it up, but Ojama Match is your bread and butter of this deck. This card is crazy. This card makes this deck competitively viable. It is good, and it's not once per turn. Like I said, quick play spell, Ojama Match. All it says is send 1 Ojama card from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard as cost to use its effect. So what you send is your Land of the Ojamas. Yep, that's what you send here. And then you add to your hand 1 Ojama monster with a different name and 1 Armed Dragon monster from your deck or graveyard, which is even crazier because if these get outed, you bring them back to hand. And then immediately after this resolves, you can normal summon 1 of those monsters. So you either add your level 3 during your draw phase of your first turn, and then summon it with Ojama Match, right? So, and then during your first standby phase, you evolve it into the Armed Dragon level 5. Like, it is insane. It's so good. And then it also has this ability which works with banishing cards. Like, I think it's during your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target 3 of your banished Ojama monsters, shuffle them into the deck, and draw a card. You're not going to use that effect. But immediately after this resolves, you can normal summon one of those monsters. It's kind of the effect you're doing. So, you use Ojama Match during the battle phase, right? You have your Armed Dragon level 5. You attack. Alright, you use Ojama Match. You tribute your Armed Dragon level 5. You bring out another Armed Dragon level 5. You attack. You use Ojama Match. It's crazy. And then with Creature Swap at 3 in this deck, you Creature Swap the blue to the opponent's field and just punch it in the face with the Armed Dragon level 5 for direct attack damage. Blue grabs your Ojama Matches to hand. You use the Ojama Matches to tribute the level 5 and just keep like swarming the field. It's crazy. It's so good. And then you have Cosmic Cyclones and Double Cyclones in this deck just to get rid of spell and trap cards. Like, this deck is actually, like, insane. Like, this deck should see more competitive play than what it actually is seeing. I think it's so good. For a side deck, it's just a 1 Jinzo because David Warriors suck. Defusion is in here for the Dragoon, because Dragoon sucks. Waking the Dragon is insane. If you're playing against high spell trap card destruction decks, play this. Like Cosmic Moth. And then the 1 Lost One in case you run into the XYZ matchup, because, like, XYZ sucks. But your Waking the Dragon targets are the usual ones. You have your Ultimate Dragon, your Cyber End Dragon, your Destiny End Dragoon, your Arcana Knight Joker, your Ojama King, and your Ryu Senshi. Personally, I wouldn't play Ryu Senshi if you're doing the fusion package, but this was a deck list that was sent in to me. I personally would go with the Cyberblader package. I think that's a really good one. But yeah, this deck is so good. I don't really have time to showcase it today, but I do highly recommend you guys play it, try it. It's probably going to become one of my main decks of the format because I think it's so good. But yeah, other than for that though, guys, I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.